I'm back with you folks on Thursday, and man, I have to make a new calendar sheet. It's April, right? It's the 1st of April, and I'm not into April Fools, and after the 4 years of a fool as president, I don't think a whole lot of people are up for a lot of April Fools this year. So, no April Fool's jokes from me, okay? Lots to share. I'm going to just try to get some information out. We lose people, so many people you can't keep up. Constance Demby is a musician, innovator who passed away recently. I don't have her records, but she was important. Well, actually I do. On a CD, I've got a piece of hers. But I've been meaning to mention Malcolm Cecil, the man who created Tonto, the groundbreaking synthesizer unit that he put together. I've got a couple of his albums. Tonto's Expanding Headband, and It's About Time. Famously, he was the person who helped Stevie Wonder get free of the way that Motown made him make his records. They put the arrangers on him, and it wasn't until he met Malcolm Cecil and determined that he wanted to learn about the synthesizer that we got Music of My Mind and Inner Visions, Secret Life of Plants. Henry Red from Omaha, my friend saxophonist, plays on this, so I had him sign it. Hank goes way back regarding Omaha history, music history, and rock. And he said that working with Stevie was intense, but generally a joy. I thought it was pretty cool to find that out directly from Hank. Much to share. Folks, my album is out digitally. Now, I'm getting used to this being on a record label. I've been on a record label in a band before, but never as a solo artist, okay? And so I'm getting used to this, okay? So recently we made the connection between FPE Records, their sites, and my Bandcamp site, okay? So the other day I go to my Bandcamp site. I hadn't been there for a couple days, and I see that my album is already there. It's out, plus the first single. The label has released the album digitally, Future Still. And the first single from it, Ramped, is out. I'll put it on in the background. This is music I made, put together, wrote, however you want to say it, starting about this time last year because of COVID. And they're not songs. There's no words. I'm not trying to sing to somebody. I'm not trying to convey. This is sound to live by. That's really what this music is. It's a soundtrack for life. I'm so blown away by the treatment I'm receiving. Oh, come on, Dereck. Did you put it away? Damn it. I gotta get this out. I'm being treated well. The folks get what I'm doing. That's what I'm saying. It's wonderful to be appreciated and to be gotten. They get what I'm doing. It really feels good, okay? So I told you the other day that when I was showing you the Biosphere album that I had recently gotten, that I noticed in the credits that the person that mastered this album is Stefan Betke. Well, I can be slow, but I finally made the connection that Stefan Betke is Pole. I had bought this not even knowing, months ago, just knowing about Pole and his reputation, seeing his new album on mute, and wanting to find out. That's Stefan Betke, who mastered my album, which is about to come out. This is all very much dream come true bucket list stuff for me. So please bear with me as I try to share with you and tell you about this stuff. I'll tell you about some more records in a minute. But I think this is noteworthy, and it's kind of a story. It's a neat story. I started this channel, and it kind of took off as I would share about records and my enthusiasm about records. And then that led to me being able to start making some records on my own until that was not really viable financially for me personally. And here, things continue, and I'm now signed to a small record label that's treating me well. They respect my music. They get it. It's just really, can't say it enough. So, I'll put the links. Pole mastered my album. It'll be out on vinyl in June. But I'll put the link. You can pre-order it now. It appears that if you pre-order it, you get it on clear vinyl, but it doesn't say it real specific. But it appears that the pre-order vinyl is on clear vinyl. The other thing I want to say about this is now, this is a challenge for me because I don't know when or if I'll ever make any money off this record. That's the thing about doing it for yourself. When you're doing it all yourself and you do all that work, it's a lot of work. But if there's any profit, you get it. You know, I made a little money off of all of my records. Working with a record company, they are making the investment, and so they have to recoup their investment. I hope that happens with my new album. I sincerely do. But I may not see a penny from it, and that's not why I did it. I want my music out on record, on vinyl. I love records. What's down here? Because I just put a bunch of stuff away. Related to Skinny Puppy, Cyberaktif. This is a 12-inch single from the 90s, Temper, Meltdown. Just pulled it. I just like, sometimes I get in the mood for this, and I like that real stompy electronic sound that they do. Yesterday was the birthday of the release of Parade by Prince. I had that out, I was listening to it. But I also pulled this, the Versace Experience. I'm hoping that they re-release the Gold Experience on vinyl. That's one of my favorite Prince albums. To find a vinyl copy right now is real expensive, and so this is kind of a teaser where they do some remixes and some edits of some of the songs. But I really like these songs. Billy Jack Bitch, I Hate You. Those are some great songs. So I really enjoyed listening to this. Prince is a monster. Got this in. So I only need one more of the newer Kraftwerk reissues. I got in Tour de France. This is on blue and red vinyl. I really like this stuff. I've had it on CD, but it's more fun to listen to it on the damn record. I can't explain why. I really like this. I love Kraftwerk. Grabbed this used the other day out at Recycled. The books, The Lemon of Pink. Someone belongs to Vinyl Me Please and is getting records I guess they don't like. They're selling them. This is interesting. I have another album by the books where it's almost like an audio book more than music. There's music, but it's all this sampling and talking and stuff. And so in that sense, it's just kind of like this, like almost like a TV show. And this is a nice version put out by Vinyl Me Please. That's really nice. So I grabbed that. And I also grabbed some, I put records away before I mean to talk about them, but maybe next time. Maybe next time. Really like this. Victor of L'Amour Records, if you see this new one by Lisa and Kroffe. I really like this. I've listened to this several times. This I don't have to think about whether I like it. I like this. This is what I'm getting at. Which brings up, it's great to have heard from the guys from Quiltro, you know. Great to hear from you guys. Good luck with your record, you know. Interesting times. Life is interesting. Some things that I figured would probably happen are happening. As what I'm doing becomes more noticeable and more public with my music, people from my past are popping up out of the woodwork. And it's not so much that I expected this, but it's that I know this is what happens when people, everyone likes a winner, you know, and my profile is locally has been really high, you know, Artist of the Year, records coming out, dance commissions, these videos of mine, I've been on here for so long that I go and look on social media and there's people all over the world who are posting my older videos saying, watch this guy, this. In particular, The Residence, his video has really picked up in popularity, and I just saw that it got reposted in the Residence group. That's pretty cool. But as far as people, I heard from an old friend who means a lot to me, and I wouldn't be surprised if you are watching. I wouldn't be surprised. It was good to hear from them. But we're estranged, and for some very specific reasons, I just cut off communication with this person that I love very much. The letter was a surprise, but it wasn't a bad surprise. It was a sincere, honest letter. I love this person very much. And we've been through. We had done a lot of things together. A lot of music, which I don't talk about. I haven't posted any of it online just because I needed to make that break. You know, so much of the energy in the relationship on my end had become negative. But I feel good about where I'm at, and I responded. You know, I sent a letter, and I wish them well, but there's no reason to reconnect. You know, I disconnected because there was no flow and, you know, there was no reason to come around. But it's interesting. I care about this person. They may not have gotten in touch with me because of what's happening with me. More than likely, that's part of it, because they see, you know, it's kind of hard to escape when you're in my circle, that there's always something going on about what I'm doing. But I don't see any reason to reconnect at this point. But I do love this person very much. I do. And before I forget, tomorrow is Bandcamp Friday. So all proceeds, not all, but the majority of proceeds go to artists. I have a dozen copies left of Nice, and that's it. And matter of fact, I just looked through my closets. I thought I had stashed some yellow vinyls that were warped, thinking that, excuse me, I would eventually get them flattened. Can't find them. I don't have them. What I'm saying is that when Nice, my album with the yellow cover, when it's gone, it's gone. I have a dozen copies left. Get yours while you can. Seriously. And get the new album. I won't see that on my tallies, those sales of my new album, Future Still, and the single Ramped. Those will go to the label. I won't know if that's selling until the label lets me know. But I'm encouraging you to check it out, listen to it, buy it. I'd like to be successful. I would. I'd like for the record to be successful. I'm very proud of this music. It's, like I said, it's a soundtrack for me to live by. And it's one you can live by too. As always, I want to just extend a message of humanness, that I hope everyone's doing okay. And as we seem to be slowly clawing our way out of this COVID, it's still a mess, but it's like there's light on the horizon. I'm just hopeful that we can, I just want to be hopeful that we can make things better. And I will comment about the George Floyd trial. I don't expect justice. I don't expect justice. So, try to have a good day. And whatever I'm forgetting, I'll say it next time.